Taking the jump will be Chester McPhee for Gateway Christian, and I think that's Chad Smith taking the jump there for C.I. Gibson. And again, the same thing that we discussed last night, the numbers is going to be a big thing tonight. It's going to slow this game down a few times as the statisticians need to be able to see who is who. But neither of these teams have lost so far in the tournament. Gateway beat St. George's 54-47 today, and then they beat St. John's yesterday 60-45. Temple Christian lost at the hands of C.I. Gibson. C.I. Gibson wins the tap. And just like that, Gateway with the steal. Javante Curry takes it himself, no good, and it looks as if Bradley, Chester McPhee with the cleanup.
He was pretty good in their last win as well. Him and Lightborn, they just dominate on the inside. Two of them pretty similar in looks as well. It's easy to get them mixed up.
Thank you for telling an old man his eyes aren't playing tricks on him. The miss there from C.I. Gibson. Wow. Bradley Lightborn is taking it outside now.
We didn't see that in any of the other games.
Didn't see that at all. And just like that, 3 possessions, 3 scores from Gateway. Gateway up on C.I. Gibson, 7-0. Not something you're going to hear too often with a team from C.I. Gibson. The miss from Gibson. Chad Smith with the rebound. Tries to put it up himself. No good. The rebound from Chester McPhee. Gateway off to the races. Javante Curry takes it himself. No good. The rebound from McPhee. McPhee puts it up and is fouled.
They heard about the 10-point rule. Clearly, they heard about the 10-point rule because they're rushing to get to it.
This is wild. And it looks as if Coach Kevin Johnson, looks shell-shocked himself.
He seems to be in disbelief. He doesn't know. He's not saying anything, but he's standing up as if he's in the motion to say something.
This is not at all the type of reaction that I expect from Coach Johnson. Now down 9-0 so very quickly. The steal from CI. Gateway can't convert on it.
I feel like the Gateway guards just throw it up in the direction of the rim. Either one of the big guys are going to pull it down.
Either McPhee or Bradley is going to do something with it. Substitution very early for C.I. Gibson.
I'm sure KJ will have some choice words for him on the sub out.
He may have the choice words for a lot of his players tonight. Long three, no good. Taking the inbound. Dorico Burrows. Clean up there from the little man, Ken Vaughn Farrington. And shell-shocked C.I. Gibson doesn't seem to know what to do right now. Uncharacteristic for them.
At least they got a defensive stop just now. So hopefully that gets them going.
C.I. Gibson with the drive. The slam jam right there. Rashawn Strong not able to hold on to anything. The foul on the fast break, and again, C.I. Gibson just making mistake after mistake early. Gateway Christian Academy up 9-2, 3:31 on C.I. Gibson. Kickball violation would have reset the clock back to 14, but they're up by 6, so they're going to stay there. Gateway almost losing control of it. Inside the Bain. Bain back outside. Gateway step back, Jay. And cannot be stopped. Bradley Lightbourne at this point, they're up 12-2. A 10-point lead from Gateway Christian Academy.
He's showing everything. He's showing everything. Passing, long range shooting, dunking.
C.I. Gibson trying to will themselves back into this game. Burrows with the drive, no good. C.I. Gibson can't control it. Lucky tap by Gateway out, so it's still C.I. Gibson ball, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Burrows thinks about it, gets it back around. Farrington is hit on that drive, so he had a prayer going up there. Gateway. They came out storming. Steal by C.I. Gibson, off to the races. Farrington up, gets another two.
If I'm Gateway, I'm giving Lightbourne the ball until he misses.
Ironically, the shortest man for C.I. Gibson has scored there only 4 points. Bradley not able to do anything. The rebound from C.I. Gibson, and it looks as if he was fouled.
It's only 12 points, but it's been an exciting 12 points.
It's been an exciting and quick 12 points. Long three from Bradley. Jump ball situation will be C.I. Gibson's ball. And I think if memory serves me, I think Gateway got those 7 quick points within a minute.
Yeah.
They took off storming. Drive from Strawn. Oh! Talk about going up strong.
They're going up and showing you they're not scared to play any name team. They're coming out shooting. They're not playing it safe. They're trying to dunk. They're trying to take long jumpers. They're playing a tough game.
Like you said last night, they're swinging for the fences on every possession because what do I have to lose? First one good there from McPhee.
Maybe this is different for them tonight. Free throws.
(14-6). Gateway up on C.I. Gibson. 1:34 to go. Strawn with the drive, and it's good. Oh, I think he might have gotten away with a backcourt violation there. Nonetheless, takes the drive, no good. C.I. Gibson scrambling on the ground for it. Back out to Gateway. Bain with the long three, no good. Second chance opportunity, flitted away.
And if a lot of people haven't watched Leonardo Bain, a lot of times you think he's going directly to the rim. He'll pull up for that little mid-range jumper almost every time.
Step up, Gateway, no good. Rebound, fighting for it. Back out to Bradley Lightbourne. Lightbourne into McPhee. There you go, that mid-range J. Gateway up 8 right now. Under a minute to go in this first quarter of the 2019 High School Nationals. Trying to get them back into it though. A three-pointer there, I think. That's Jade. Is that Jaden? That's that was Jonathan St. Lafleur. But Gateway answers back. Gateway still up 18-11. 22 seconds to go. 16 on the shot clock. C.I. Gibson spins around into Strawn. Strawn drives baseline, goes up, no good. Saunders. My apologies, that was Strawn again, pulling it down. 9 seconds, jump ball, and it will be.
Oh, this is
okay. It will be Gateway possession. 8.7 seconds to go. Lightbourne inbounds it. A lot of commotion Kevin Johnson asking for a travel, but it's a foul.
And you knew the press was coming. From CI Gibson, a CI Gibson team, you know the full court press was coming.
3.3 seconds to go. And I will pay money to be into that huddle for CI Gibson with Kevin Johnson. The floater, if that had gone for Gateway, this gym may have erupted.
Right.
But wow, the Eagles from Gateway Christian Academy up 18-11 on the Rattlers. Didn't see this coming.
I'm just happy CI Gibson was able to maintain. I'm happy they didn't go down by a ridiculous margin, about 15 to 20, and it did not be a game. They're still very much in it. Now we just have to see if Lightborn can continue to hit those shots. Because think about it, they're head 7. 2 of those threes were fadeaway threes leaning to the side. Tough to continue at that pace.
So right now for CI Gibson, Rashawn Strawn with 4, Jonathan St. Lafleur for 3, Sanusi Saheed with 2. But right now, leading Gateway Christian Academy in the Eagles, Bradley Lightborn with, I think that was 12 points.
Yep.
Long 3 there from from CI Gibson. They're back in it, cutting the lead down to 4. Curry with the J, no good. Off to the races now. CI Gibson pulls back out into Burrows. Burrows is deflected. Bradley Lightborn taps it out.
That was good defense to try to at least cool off the run. You can't just let them score consecutive baskets.
CI Gibson can't hold on to the rock. Long 3, CI Gibson. It's good from Rashawn.
It'll be interesting to see Gateway play maybe from behind or play in a close game just like this.
Bain with the drive, no good. Rebound there from nobody who's being surprised by this one. The rebound from Bradley Lightborn and the putback by Bradley Lightborn. CI Gibson back around, driving baseline, Strawn. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Bradley Lightborn. If it is, that will be his first.
Both teams are really settled into what they want to do right now, so it's just they're just trading blows right now at this point.
Burrows with the inbound for CI Gibson. Can't find anybody. Fires it up. Long 3, no good. Trying to clean it up. David Ambrose for CI Gibson. David to shoot 1, pardon me. He connects. And now we have a tied ball game.
Just like that now. What you going to do? CI Gibson has been here before. Not sure if Gateway has been here before.
Gateway seemed to be coming unraveled a bit. The pressure defense from CI Gibson. Too much pressure there on that long ball. No good. CI Gibson pulls it down, off to the races. A lot of fighting going on. The hustle for CI Gibson. Burrows takes it himself. Driving. Gets in the way. Chester McPhee, and it's going to be an offensive foul.
One thing you know when you watch a CI Gibson game, it's going to be scrappy. It's going to be a lot of fouls, and it's going to be really scrappy.
And not scrappy in a negative sense, just a scrappiness in the terms of the way that they're going to play. Drive, no good, it's a foul. So again, we're still tied at 20. 4:14 to go in this second quarter.
Sam, they be making their free throws tonight.
They listened to you yesterday.
All day practice.
I suspect that's exactly what they did.
2 for 2. That's the first time, I think, for the tournament.
I think the first time for the tournament for them, exactly. Driving baseline. Strawn, no good. Bradley Lightbourne trying to take advantage. The spin, the bump. Not able to convert, but going to the line to shoot 2.
What's going to be tough is if C.I. Gibson lets them get back out ahead, because you have to expend so much energy twice. It'll be harder for you in the second half.
Hits that one, 24-20. Gateway trying to extend their lead back up. C.I. Gibson clawed it back to being tied at 20. Gateway back up, 24-20. C.I. Gibson trying to cut it here, no. Not with a shot like that. The turnaround J from Strawn. Strawn no good. Rebound from Gateway. Leonardo Bain can't hold on to it. Strawn goes up for C.I. Gibson and is fouled. At the line now for C.I. Gibson. First shot good. Lead cut back to 3. 24-21, 3:36.
At least you could say everyone's making their free throws in this one.
Yep. Manuel Alexander connects both. Cuts the lead to 2. 24-22. Gateway up on C.I. Gibson. Bringing up the rock, Javante Curry. Having a bit of a problem holding on to it. Gets control back. Faces up with Burrows. Burrows not going to let him go. The slip, the jam, and oh! That was sweet.
He'll ask for that replay highlight later. You can guarantee that's going on this Instagram later.
He won't put it on his Snapchat?
Definitely Instagram, no Snapchat.
Talking about social media, we are being broadcast not only on ILTV, but also on live streaming on 10th Year Seniors on Facebook. And so if this game ends before 10 o'clock, you can continue to watch the remainder of the game there after 10 on 10th Year Seniors. But right now we are being streamed on 10th Year Seniors and live on ILTV. 26-22, Gateway up 5 right now, 27-22. Lightbourne hits both again.
If C.I. Gibson isn't careful, this lead is going to build right back up on them.
Right back up to 10 again. Long ball, no good. Fighting on the inside. Cameron Scherer can't hold on to it for C.I. Gibson. Lightbourne with the inbound for Gateway. Heavy defense in the backcourt. They've already exerted 4 seconds. Bradley Lightbourne gets it over. Baseline J.
It's one team that's not scared of the mid-range jumper.
They'll take it from anywhere, and Zakario Kelly took it from there for them. Back up 8. The Eagles from Gateway. Bad pass there from C.I. Gibson. Look, here we go again. That could have been devastating for C.I. Gibson if that had connected.
And he knew it too. He was going for it.
Burrows. Out to Scherer. 10 on the shot clock. Chad Smith drives baseline, turns around for the J. No good. Burrows with the rebound. Back to C.I. Gibson and Chad Smith, and a shot clock violation. You can see the desperation on C.I. Gibson at this point.
Yeah, because they have to go in the huddle with KJ Johnson down 10 potentially. That's a scary thing. You might want to pick it up.
And pick it up fast. 1:41 to go in this half.
They're exerting a lot of energy on this full court press, though, and it's so early in the game.
One team known for it, and I think he practices for it, is C.I. Gibson and Coach KJ Johnson. Gateway still up 8 on C.I. Gibson. 1:32 in this first half. First free throw good. Let's see if Bradley Lightbourne can continue this trend. And no, we did not jinx him.
I'm telling you, they spent all day today working on free throws. But
Gateway.
all jokes aside, I did see them.
Yeah, I was about to say, we did see them out there on the court. C.I. Gibson answers back. Lead down to 7. Lightbourne out to Zakario again. Zakario with the mid-range J. No good. C.I. Gibson off to the races. Oh, carrying call there on Shahid Sanusi. And I think you called it too just now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm playing ref in the corner. I can't help it.
Inbounding the ball for Gateway, Javante Curry. Curry to Lightbourne, back to Curry. Curry, back to Lightbourne. Lightbourne can't hold on to it, bounces around, and it's C.I. Gibson's rock. Just under a minute to go. C.I. Gibson still trailing by 7. Gateway up 7:32, 25. C.I. Gibson with the rock. The J, no good. Lightbourne with the rebound. He's going to try to take it himself. No, he's not. Hands off to Leonardo Bain for that J again.
When you find something you're good at, perfect it.
C.I. Gibson very sloppy with the rock and the turnover. 30.3 seconds to go here in this first half. C.I. Gibson is going to have a lot of work to do coming out into the second half if they want to stay competitive against Gateway.
Judging by last game, anything is possible, though.
Offensive foul called. It's an illegal pick off the ball, it seems like. I think it looks like it was on Clarence Hepburn. 16 seconds to go, no shot clock. C.I. Gibson. No good. The rebound. 7 seconds. Lightbourne thinking for a last second shot. 3 seconds, 2. He's bumped. C.I. Gibson trying to convert, but time just ran out. But not the place where C.I. Gibson is used to being. 34-25. They're not used to being in the deficit at all. And so when you look at some of these stats real quick for C.I. Gibson, even though Shahid Sanusi is really playing, he's got 11 points. It's not the type of game that you expect from C.I. Gibson.
But if you think about it, they don't play much players like Bradley Lightbourne. Someone who has 18 at the half, doing it from inside, outside, passing, and playing a lot of defense for his team in the paint.
And we talked about C.I. Gibson trying to take advantage of that fast play. They only have 2 fast break points so far in this quarter.
Because
in this half, sorry.
They haven't been turning the ball over a lot. Gateway is playing a very steady game. Their guards are holding on to it. And they're putting the ball in Lightbourne's hand at the top of the key a lot. He's tall enough to see over the C.I. Gibson press when they try to rush him, which has led to Bain getting a few open jumpers. The big man is getting a lot of open touches off second chance rebounds because they're spreading them out so much.
Everything else pretty much equal. We've got 4 assists each, 13 and 14 rebounds for both teams, this is an even game when you look at the points, but not when you look at the scoreboard.
Well, sometimes it just helps to have the best player on the court. Where sometimes that's all it comes down to. You can do as much as you want to, but if someone has someone that's just beating you to the punch every time, you just have to find a way to lock him down and make everyone else play.
And just if I'm reading this stat correctly, it looks as if they've been perfect from the free throw line here tonight.
They're 12 for 12. Last game we commented on them. In a half, they went 1 for 12. Night and day.
I think that they may very well have been listening to you and took some of that practice out here behind the St. George's gym during the day. And then when you look on the opposite side, it's still equal for C.I. Gibson as well, but they've been taking a considerable less amount of free throws with 4.
Yeah, when you make your free throws too, it makes your team more aggressive. You're not scared to go to the line. So certain things you might, bring it back out. Certain plays you might bring it back out, look to pass it around. You're going straight to the rim because you know you're going to get that foul call.
What does C.I. Gibson come out looking like in this second half?
If I was them, I'd throw anything I could at Lightborn. So far, they've had Chad Smith on him, trying to match him up in terms of height, but that hasn't worked out. He's a bit too slow to guard him. So I would try to put 2 smaller guards on him and let just Smith hold down the middle in case he gets past him.
Lightborn has 2 fouls coming into this second half. Does that affect his play?
No, because right now they're playing with a loss to play with. They're not too concerned about that. He had those 2 fouls early in the first quarter too, and in the second quarter he didn't go with the foul, so I'm not too concerned about him with the fouls.
Does Gateway change anything?
I want to say they want to just slow it down right now. C.I. Gibson is going to come and try to speed them up, so they might want to do that.
C.I. Gibson is that type of team that's going to speed things up. C.I. Gibson just coming out of the locker room, and like we said, you like to look at them when they come out. Both teams coming out very, I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but very nonchalant about things.
Well, because C.I. Gibson, in the back of their mind, they always feel like they could come back. And Gateway is like, we play this kind of basketball all the time, so we know we can hang on to this lead. So that's the reason you have the two, not laid-back attitudes, but I'd say confidence between the two teams.
C.I. Gibson has that confidence with a few Hugh Campbell championships under their belt. Excuse me, Gateway getting a proverbial promotion to Division I with no Family Island division this year, and have proven that maybe we don't need a Family Island division because they have been super competitive this year, along with a team like Agape Christian, who's been super competitive this year. Now, Agape did lose today, but that doesn't mean that they weren't competitive in their play. So does this make a case for not having a straight-out Family Island division?
Well, I think the Family Island division prepped a lot of those teams to make this big jump in this kind of tournament. So I would say try to get them involved in different seasons. So by the time they get here, they're used to playing some of these teams, but in terms of the levels of talent, there's not much disparity at all.
So here we go, about 20 seconds away from the start of the second half between the Eagles from Gateway Christian Academy leading the Rattlers from C.I. Gibson 34-25. You're watching live coverage of the 2019 High School National Basketball Championships from Freeport, Grand Bahama on ILTV. And an early press from C.I. Gibson forces the almost turnover. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Gateway gets the rock. Gateway looking for an out. Into McPhee. McPhee for the J, and it's good. Pardon me, that was Bain.
From you saw it was a mid-range jumper, you should know this.
I should have known. Shame on me.
There.
Drive from C.I. Gibson. Not at all successful. They can't even get the rebound. Might have gotten away with a travel there. On the drive, Gateway with the putback, and almost with the slam jam was Chester McPhee.
You think it was a pass? You think he'll probably say it was a pass? You think it was a pass or just a blown layup?
I think it was a blown layup.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll go 50-50. I'll give him the pass.
I'll make sure to put it on your Snapchat tonight.
That doesn't exist.
First one no good from Chester McPhee. Misses both. McPhee has 6.6 boards so far for the night. He also has 1 assist. C.I. Gibson, deep, driving baseline. Burrows with the rebound. He puts it back up. My apologies, that was Chad Smith. C.I. Gibson's down 9. The J from Gateway. And the foul right there by Chad Smith.
Let's see if Bain can take it to the free throw line. We know he can hit those mid-range jumpers. Now it's time for him to take a different shot.
Smith with his first foul for the night. Bain can't hit that first one.
Don't tell him I jinxed him, though.
No good. Burrows fighting for the rock for C.I. Gibson. Finally gets it back into his hands. Off to the races. Burrows. Hands off. No production there from C.I. Gibson. Gateway. Jumper. No good. Rebound. Hall almost had it. Chad Smith almost had it, and they're fighting for this one.
Gateway is on the floor for every loose ball. They're not taking any possessions off of this.
Almost thought we were watching a wrestling match for a moment. Jump ball, though, goes to C.I. Gibson. C.I. Gibson still trailing Gateway, 36-27, 4:20 in this third quarter. Jay, no good from C.I. Gibson. Gateway trying to break through the press. Options reduced for Gateway at this point. 13 on the shot clock. Inside to Lightbourne. Lightbourne with the turnaround, Jay.
Every time the Rattlers try to make a run, they're right there to stumble mark out.
Outside to Smith. Chad can't connect. A lot of contact going on, and it looks as if the ball is going to stay in CI's corner. 38-27, Gateway up on CI. Substitutions coming in for C.I. Gibson. And I don't think Gateway has made a substitution yet this quarter.
No, they're definitely riding out with the 5, trying to maintain their lead.
Jay, C.I. Gibson falls very short. Rattler's able to get the rebound, tries for the drive, and is fouled.
C.I. Gibson just can't find anything on offense right now. Everything they do is tailored to go in the paint. And when you have 2 guys that are very athletic and can block at the paint, you're going to have a tough time scoring, which is why they just have 27 in the third.
Cameron Scherer misses that first one, connects on the second. Lead still 10 for Gateway Christian. Gateway trying to cut through 4 defenders. Not a smart move. Back outside. 15 on the shot clock. Inside trying to get it, but it is stolen by Shahid Sanusi. Off to the races. A lot of scrambling going on underneath. Emmanuel Alexander trying to get into the hole for 2, but is fouled going up.
I know for Gateway, this clock can't move fast enough.
I still think it would be an incredible moral boost for Gateway if they can win this one against C.I. Gibson.
Well, for us, we already know what they're capable of, but for everyone else, I think it makes you take them serious now because they're just running off teams.
Yep.
And winning in impressive fashion. Most games they've won, I think all the games they've won have been by double digits.
By double digits at this point, yeah. Lead cut back down to 9. Gateway still in control of this one. 38-29. C.I. Gibson with an opportunity here. Driving and is blocked.
More of that defense at the rim. Strong defense at the rim by Gateway.
The block there from Denzel Jones for Gateway Christian Academy. 21 on the shot clock now for C.I. Gibson. Sanusi thinks about it. Back out deep. And the three there from Emmanuel Alexander for C.I. Gibson. Lead back down to 6. Gateway looking for an answer back at this point. Driving baseline. And the foul, I'm trying to see if it was before the shot. It's before the shot. Turnaround Jay. Deshaun Straw not able to hold on to it with any degree of certainty. Still going to be C.I. Gibson ball.
He's lucky he wasn't called for a foul.
I thought that's what it was. 38-32. Strawn trying to drive. Deflected, out of bounds. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Gateway still up, 38-32. No options available. Sloppy inbound pass for C.I. Gibson. Bailed out by the foul.
They're only down 6 now, though. They're working their way back slowly but surely.
6 is manageable for a team like C.I. Gibson. Sanusi. Back into his hand. Sanusi tries to drive it all by himself and is good. Right now, 4-point lead. Manageable for a team like C.I. Gibson. Gateway struggling to get it across the timeline. Lightborn. Double teamed. Jay, no good. Can't pull down the rebound. Lightborn does and is fouled.
You notice how he that sense of urgency kicked in. He stopped hanging out in the backcourt. He came forward now trying to get offensive rebounds, trying to get to the glass.
A lot needs to happen. They need to maintain this lead. A precarious 4-point lead can go very quickly, especially against C.I. Gibson. He makes the first. Stays perfect on the night. A lot of whistles, not quite sure what's going on. But Gateway back up 6, 40-34. Exactly 2 minutes to go. Shaheed, get it out to Cameron Scher. Tamika driving for 2, makes it look easy. Gateway looking for an outlet. Triple teamed, and there's going to be a foul there.
Trying their hardest to get the ball out of his hand. A bit too aggressive.
At the line right now, Denzel Jones shooting 2 for Gateway Christian. Again, as a reminder, our coverage on ILTV will end at 10 o'clock. We are also live streaming on 10th Year Seniors on Facebook. So at the conclusion of this game, we'll be seen more than likely on Facebook Live with 10th Year Seniors. The score there from C.I. Gibson. It's a 3-point lead. Offensive rebound, got away with a travel. And will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's just a reward for being aggressive.
So again, our coverage here will end in about 10 minutes at 10 o'clock. You can continue with bonus coverage on 10th Year Seniors Facebook page for the conclusion of this highly contested match. Gateway back up. 43-38, 1:11 to go in the third. C.I. Gibson looking for an outlet. The spin.
Great move.
Great move there from Dorico Burrows for C.I. Gibson. He has 7 points for the night. Football scrub right there. Burrows thinks about it. Takes it all himself. The J, no good. Gateway pulls down the rebound, and whose hands is it in? Bradley Lightbourne. No big surprise. Lightbourne brings it himself. McPhee is tapped out of bounds.
He didn't know Smith was going to get so high until he got there.
He didn't realize how tall that tower was. 15 on the shot clock. Gateway looking for an opportunity.
Got to make something happen.
And he made something happen. Back up, 5, 45-20. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock and game clock, almost identical. Shot no good from C.I. Gibson. And it will be Gateway ball, more than likely for the last 13 seconds of this quarter. Ping pong game. Deshaun not able to cut that out, but it is Clarence Hepburn for Gateway for 2. Gateway back up 7. Shot will be good. Oh my gosh! If they needed any sort of encouragement, that's got to be it. Shahid Sanusi with that prayer that was answered.
They needed that more than anything else. They let Gateway run away with the end of the third, build some momentum. That was just the shot they needed right there.
So they're down by 4, 47-43. As we get into the fourth quarter, Gateway is trying to hold on for this win. C.I. Gibson holding on for pride.
At this point, Gateway just needs to slow it down, keep the ball in Lightbourne's hands, not commit turnovers, and take advantage that apparently they have in the post despite C.I. Gibson having the taller players.
C.I. Gibson is going to come out storming, I suspect, in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Lightbourne plays it, though. I'm interested to see if he's going to try to defer to his teammates or if he's just going to try to take the challenge head on and make something happen off the dribble.
Again, as a reminder, our coverage here on ILTV will end at 10 o'clock for news, but we will have bonus coverage of this game on 10th Year Seniors live streaming on Facebook. So once this game ends here on ILTV, you can switch over to 10th Year Seniors and Facebook Live for the remainder of this game as we get ready for this definitive barn burner. Gateway Christian Academy, the Eagles out of Bimini, taking on the Rattlers from C.I. Gibson. Eagles up 47-43 as we start the fourth quarter. Gateway cautiously trying to find an opportunity. If they're trying to eat up the shot clock, that may not be good strategy. 8 on the shot clock. Gateway pulls out, looks for an opportunity. 3 on the shot clock. The long 3 is batted around. The rebound from Rashawn Strawn. Off to the races. C.I. Gibson, the drive. No quite control. Jericho Burrows gets it back out into Burrows' hands. Driving Rashawn Strawn. Almost had 2, no good. Shot clock reset again. Driving is Chad Smith. And out of bounds.
They're playing like the game is on the line in these first few minutes, though.
Their game is on the line at this point. Inbound pass to Burrows. He can't convert on that one. C.I. Gibson applying minimal pressure as they come across the timeline. Jay from Gateway. Rebound from Rashawn Strawn. You can see the desperation for C.I. Gibson. Shahid. Drive. Cleanup by Burrows.
Top
47-51. No good, but the cleanup there from Chester McPhee. Lead back up to 4. Sanusi out to Burrows. Burrows back to Sanusi. They spin it around. Thinking about it. Kevon Farrington with the J, no good. Gateway off to the races. Leonardo Bain can't hold on to it. Sloppy defense there from Chad Smith. Got distracted momentarily. And then had to just really have a poor decision there with that foul. And so since the coach came onto the court to give some sort of medical attention to the player, he must by rule be substituted. And then the substitute that comes in is now going to shoot the free throw. So that's why the foul was on one player, but you see a different player shooting the free throw.
I want to say that worked in their favor, though.
Sicario Kelly.
Yeah, he's a really good shooter.
May have wanted to get him in the game anyway. Kelly makes that one as well. So back up 6, 51-45. Gateway with 4 minutes to go here against C.I. Gibson. The Rattlers out of Nassau. The Eagles out of Bimini. C.I. Gibson looking inside. And the foul. So again, as a reminder, we will break for news coverage in about 4 minutes. And we will continue with bonus coverage on Facebook with 10th year seniors live streaming for the remainder and the conclusion of this matchup between the Eagles from Gateway Christian in Bimini and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers from Nassau. C.I. Gibson trying to find something. 2 on the shot clock. The long 3, no good. C.I. Gibson not able to pull it down. Gateway off to the races. The drive, the triple team. The block from Rashawn Strawn. C.I. Gibson returning the favor. Going hard, Jaden Strawn. And it's an offensive foul. Everything that could go wrong for C.I. Gibson seems to be going wrong in these last couple of minutes.
But they're still within 6. 2 threes away.
2 threes not out of the realm of possibility at all for C.I. Gibson. Gateway having trouble bringing the rock across. Almost a backcourt violation there. The drive, C.I. Gibson, lucky. 10 on the shot clock. Gateway with the shot, no good. C.I. Gibson and Strawn pulling it down. Off to the races. Going up, C.I. Gibson, unlucky.
This has been an up and down, exciting game. They're playing a really, really good game right now, both teams.
So again, 51-45, Gateway on C.I. Gibson. 3 minutes to go exactly. Gateway trying to break through the C.I. Gibson press. Gets it over. 18 on the shot clock. Twisting around. Finally into the hands of Kelly in the corner. Kelly with the long J. I apologize. It was a three-pointer, so they're back up 9, 54-45. C.I. Gibson outside, inside. I thought the foul was coming. So 54-45. C.I. Gibson, outside, Burrows, inside now to Sanusi. Sanusi, back around, 6 on the shot clock. C.I. Gibson with the drive. And their own rebound is yanked from them. Gateway Christian, off to the races. Javante Curry cannot convert. C.I. Gibson trying to get back into it. Sanusi with the fake, no good. And things just have not been falling right here for C.I. Gibson.
Lightborn's presence on that last play really, really affected that because Sanusi had the wide open lane.
Kelly with that mid-range J, no good. Rashawn Strawn back off to the races. Sanusi. Oh, that was a bump.
I like Kelly shooting, but I feel like that was a bit too early in that possession for the kind of game it is.
That was kind of quick. 1:45, with just under 2 minutes to go. There's no reason for you to take that quick jumper being up at this point. So 54-45, 1:45 to go. C.I. Gibson with the inbound. Jonathan St. Lafleur tries the J himself, no good. Doesn't even catch rim. Gateway trying to get it. The steal from C.I. Gibson. Coming over the back, Chad Smith trying to get the rebound.
He's had a few reckless fouls too in this last half. Bit of frustration, you could tell.
You can't even say that it's inexperienced because he's been playing for quite some time at this point.
It's a lot of frustration. Your offense hasn't been going well in the matchup against Lightborn. You haven't been playing well, and against McPhee, you haven't been playing well when they switched. So, both matchups you've lost so far, and your team is down.
No need, like you said, no need for them to necessarily rush at this point, but a lot on the line right now for C.I. Gibson. This is a 9-point game. Again, you could say that's 3 3-pointers, but the type of game that Gateway has been playing, that's going to be very difficult.
And you have to know C.I. Gibson just isn't a team that takes a lot of threes. If you look at some of the games we watched earlier today, certain teams, they might take 6 to 7 threes in a quarter sometimes. C.I. Gibson usually just lives at the line or driving to the paint or forcing turnovers with their press.
But C.I. Gibson has been trying to use that three-pointer to get them back into this game. They've taken 19 in this game. That's highly uncharacteristic for them.
I think that's a school record. That might be a school record.
54-45. Gateway Christian Academy Eagles out of Bimini, up on C.I. Gibson out of Nassau. 11 on the shot clock. The J from Gateway, no good. I think it came off the hands of Derico Burrows. Lightborn with the inbound, 14 on the shot clock. The steal from C.I. Gibson's and Jonathan St. Lafleur. Pulls back out. Sanusi.
He's had a few good opportunities that he created off the dribble, little shake moves to get free. He just has to finish now, or maybe look for a teammate on that assist because someone is open when he breaks down the defense that way.
1:17 to go in this fourth quarter. This game is by no stretch of the imagination a lock for Gateway as Sanusi hits that first free throw. It's now an 8-point game, an opportunity to cut it to 7. Does just that, 7-point game, 54-47, 1:17 to go.
Would Gateway be the only undefeated team remaining if they win tonight?
I'm not sure. I think we did have 2 undefeated teams earlier. Not sure what happened with that. Oh, a nice move there from Bradley Lightborn. Playing through the contact, and right there, if C.I. Gibson can't stop that, it's really not any hope for them at this point. Steal there.
A few more passes like that.
It may be. Derico Burrows, the long 3. Well.
There you go.
It's a 4-point game. 56, 52, 51.2 seconds to go.
You can't foul right there.
And that was a technical foul because we're coming down here to shoot this. Is it a technical or is it just a regular foul?
I think they're just.
It's just a regular foul. We're coming down here to shoot it. And you can't have poor decisions like that at this point in the game.
Not when you're on a run like this, because all this does is slows down the ball and gives Gateway a chance to score with the clock paused.
And again, you just negate anything that you had it down at the next end.
Yep.
Gateway back up 6, 58-52, 47 seconds on the game clock. Burrows looks inside. Not quite sure what the violation was, but it seems as if it was a violation, not a foul.
I want to say he stepped out of bounds.
I want to say, but it looked like he was too far away. But either way, that's a very sloppy position to put yourself in. C.I. Gibson pretty much parted the Red Sea there for them, and this game is, for all intents and purposes, over for C.I. Gibson. 8 points in 28 seconds, not unheard of, but not with shots like that. Jonathan St. Lafleur trying to get his team back into it. There, Chad Smith with the putback. 6-point game, 14 seconds. Gateway, 60-54. Sloppy pass, off to the races. Burrows with the drive. Burrows puts it in. 4-point game, 7.1 seconds. If they can make a stop here, but they're not.
I think they're just going to play it out.
And so, the Eagles from Gateway Christian Academy in Bimini, able to shut down the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, 60-56 here at the 2019 High School National Championships.
This is definitely a team you can look forward to seeing tomorrow and the remainder of this tournament. They're playing great basketball behind Lightbourne and McPhee. They're tough in the post, their guards don't turn it over, and you have guys like Bain as good outlets for when you need to make quick passes for jump shots.
All right, so that will do it for us, our coverage here of the 2019 High School National Basketball Championships. Make sure to join us tomorrow night on Facebook Live with 10th year seniors and ILTV starting at